Hello students, today we'll discuss about the inductance and mutual inductance. So wire of or a conductor of a certain length when twisted in a coil becomes a basic inductor. For every conductor, current carrying I and producing magnetic field B, there exists a self-inductance. When two such coils are placed very close to each other, there exists a mutual inductance between them. So in this case, now we will discuss about a self-inductance and mutual inductance. Now we already know about resistance is nothing but defined as ratio of potential difference between two equipotential surfaces of conducting material to the total current crossing the equipotential surface, where resistance is a function of conductor geometry and conductivity only. Now if we talk about capacitance, defined as ratio of total charge on either side of two equipotential conducting surfaces to the potential difference between the surfaces. This is capacitance. Capacitance is the function only of geometry of two conducting surfaces and the permittivity of dielectric medium between or surrounding them. So this is a definition of resistance and capacitance. We already studied in case of previous modules. As a prelude to defining inductance, we need to first introduce the concept of flux linkage. So when a closed conducting path carries a current I, a magnetic field is produced. So this causes a magnetic field which is phi is equal to integration over surface B dot ds. In a circuit or a closed path consists n turns. The flux produced by B link with each turn of the circuit. So therefore that it is called as flux linkage. It is defined as number of turns into the flux linking the each turn, and it is defined as lambda, that is n phi. So hence we write lambda is n phi. So the flux linking with each turn of the circuit is proportional to current flowing through the circuit. So the flux linkage, the circuit of n turns carrying a current, is nothing but a self inductance, right? That is nothing but n phi divided by I, right? And it is nothing but measured in terms of Henry, which is nothing but Weber turn per meter. Therefore L is equal to n phi by I. Now let us consider a toroid of n turns in which current I produces a total flux phi. If ferromagnetic materials are present, there is no single definition of inductance which is useful in all cases. We shall restrict our attention to linear materials. So the unit of inductance is Henry, already I have told. Now apply the above equation to calculate the inductance per meter length of coaxial cable of inner radius A and outer radius B. So for that you need to consider a coaxial cable which is having inner radius A, outer radius B. For this, the field intensity at any point between the inner and outer conductor is given by H is equal to I by 2 pi r, where B is equal to mu H So here B is nothing but mu I by 2 pi r. So but as now assume that axis of cable is along z axis, the magnetic flux density B will be radial plane extending from r is equal to A to r is equal to B, and z is equal to 0 to z is equal to D. So therefore B is along a phi direction. Right, now we want flux phi. B we know, we want flux phi this. So we may take the expression for a total flux developed from the previous chapter, that is directly. So by phi is nothing but integration over surface B dot ds. We got the phi value as mu naught I d by 2 pi ln of B by A. Right? Previously you have developed that, you can use this. So phi we directly take here. Now as we got phi, what is L? L is nothing but inductance, total flux linkage divided by total current. So this divided by I. So it will give you, I will get cancelled, just it is mu naught D 2 pi log of B by A. So where D is the distance from the coaxial line, Z is equal to 0 to D. As on per meter basis, so L is equal to mu naught by 2 pi ln of B by A H magnetic field H per meter. So this is about the expression for coaxial cable, that is L is equal to mu naught 2 pi log of B by A. Right, now in toroidal problem, so toroidal case we consider n number of turns, a current I. So here for toroidal, you can see here, consider a toroidal ring with n turns and carrying a current I. Let the radius of toroid be r. Now what will the magnetic flux density inside the toroid ring is B phi is mu naught Ni by 2 pi rho. Now if the dimension of the cross section are small compared with the mean radius of toroid rho naught, then total flux will be phi is equal to mu naught Nis divided by 2 pi rho naught. So this is flux. Now where S is the cross sectional area, multiplying the total flux by N, we have the flux linkage, dividing by phi, we have the inductance. So L is equal to mu naught N square S by 2 pi rho naught is the inductance of the toroid. So here suppose our toroid has an appreciable spacing between turns, a short path. The flux linkages, we must look at the coil on turn by turn basis. That is N phi is equal to summation of I to N phi I. So L is equal to mu naught N square S by 2 pi rho naught. Suppose for toroid with N number of turns, H as the height of toroid with radius R1 as inner radius and R2 as outer radius, then the inductance will be L is equal to mu N square H divided by 2 pi log of R2 by R1. So this is about the equation for inductance due to toroid. Along with also we have discussed about the equation for inductance due to coaxial cable, that is this one, right? And also I have studied about self inductance, right? So if you want to remember about the how to find out the inductance for the solenoid, just I'll tell in terms of equation. I have not just mentioned here. So inductance of a solenoid, here as you require N phi divided by L is nothing but N phi by I. So we require phi for the solenoid. So here solenoid is nothing but which contains N number of turns and carrying I current. So the total flux linkage is N phi. So here phi is nothing but B into A, where B is mu H. So therefore mu N H it is, where mu N H is nothing but what, Ni by L. Therefore finally total flux linkage will be mu N square Ia by L. So therefore L will be equal to what, total flux linkage by total current, that is L is equal to mu N square I by Li. So finally inductance of solenoid will be L is equal to mu N square A divided by L. That is, remember, mu N square A divided by L. This is the equation for inductance of the solenoid.